What happens when you take the world's most delicious protein brownie and you make it into a cosmic version? You get this masterpiece of a recipe. Welcome back to the Anabolic Hub, where we make anabolic deliciousness. We're back inside my kitchen today doing another original recipe. Today we're going to be making high protein cosmic brownies. If you've ever had an actual cosmic brownie before, you know that they are delicious. Unfortunately, they're high in calories, high in fat, and loaded with sugar. Mine is completely different. It's low calorie, it's high protein, it's very satisfying, and it is most definitely ideal for any weight loss plan, any main gaining plan, and definitely any shredding plan. It is also included in my Craving Crusher cookbook that is loaded with snacks that are similar to this. They're definitely going to be high in protein, helping you crush that craving along with that protein goal. But with no further ado, let's talk about today's recipe by having a look at the ingredients. Here we go. All-purpose flour, chocolate-based casein protein powder, Swerve, granular, cocoa powder, salt, baking powder. I can't believe it's not butter, the light one, plain non-fat Greek yogurt, vanilla extract, Swerve, confectioners, unsweetened almond milk, candy chips. This is another one of those magical recipes where we're mixing together some dry ingredients, we're mixing together some wet ingredients, and we're combining the two for some anabolic deliciousness. So let's get things started here by mixing together our dry ingredients first. First dry ingredient is going to be 75 grams of our all-purpose flour. Then 75 grams of our chocolate-based casein protein powder. Yes, casein protein powder. Don't use whey. You can try a blend. It'll probably be half as good, but I highly recommend that you use a chocolate-based casein protein powder here. If you're looking for one, there's a link in the description box down below. You can get this exact one and make it with these exact ingredients. It is an affiliate link. I do make a little bit of money, but it's not a lot. It's more there for your convenience. Anyhow, 75 grams chocolate casein going in here. Then 25 grams of our Swerve granular. 15 grams of the cocoa powder. 2 grams of the one ingredient to rule them all, salt. And our last dry ingredient here, 4 grams of the baking powder. Not baking soda, baking powder, 4 grams. Then you want to give those a good mix or sift. Don't sleep on the sifting here. It's going to help get all of that baking powder well dispersed amongst all of the dry ingredients and all the other dry ingredients dispersed as well. Don't sleep on it, just do it. You can mix with a whisk, but it won't be as good. If you mix with a spoon, you've probably already lost. So lesson of the day is sift the dry ingredients. And now we move on to the wet ingredients. First wet ingredient is going to be 42 grams of the, I can't believe it's not butter, the light one, negative scale measuring system. Into our microwave safe container it went. We're going to microwave it for 10 seconds to soften it up and make it more mixable. And through the magic of editing, we are instantly back with our slightly melted, I can't believe it's not butter, the light one. So I just wanted to break in real quick here to remind you to not hit the like button. Don't subscribe unless you like delicious high protein recipes. Then you should definitely smash the like button and consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed. And also, why don't you tell me in the comment section, what's your favorite brownie? Is it a fudge brownie? Is it a chocolate chip brownie? Is it a brownie that I made? Is it a brownie somebody else made? Let me know in the comment section. All right, back to the video. Next, we need 180 grams of our plain non-fat Greek yogurt. And again, negative scale measuring system. And with that little bit left there on the spoon, we have 180 grams of the plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Exactly. And our last wet ingredient here will be 4 grams of the vanilla extract. And as you can see, we are back to the industrial sized vanilla extract. So if you do have something this large, I highly recommend you use a little tip. I believe I showed it in the last video as well. See where it says lift here, pull and peel, or whatever it says? Don't do that. Instead, if you look really close, you can see that I poked this right in the center with a toothpick. This is going to make it way easier to measure out the 4 grams that we're about to use. If I had this peeled off, I'd probably put in 44 grams by mistake. So this is gonna make it much simpler. Highly recommend, get a new vanilla extract, poke a hole with a toothpick, way easier. Then you want to give that a quick mix. And And once you have one nice uniform color, you are done mixing. We are now ready to add in our dry ingredients, which we're going to do in 3 separate batches. Batch number 1, batch number 2, and of course, batch number 3. And once you've mixed all the ingredients together, you're gonna notice you have this beach sandy type texture. Obviously, we can't make brownies with this, so we're gonna add in one more wet ingredient. And surprise, surprise, our next wet ingredient is going to be unsweetened almond milk. We're gonna add in 50 grams here. I recommend you do the same with no matter which protein powder that you're using. And then if you still don't have the right texture that I'm about to show you, you can add in about 20-25 grams at a time until you get the appropriate texture. Let's start here with 50 grams. Not quite enough, but I'll skip to the chase here. I know that another 50 is going to do it for this particular brand of casein protein powder, but I recommend adding in less than you think you need because you can always put more in, but you can't take any out. I'm gonna put in the required additional 50 grams. And once you've mixed until you think you've mixed enough and then you've mixed some more, your batter should start coming together looking just like this. We are now ready to put this into our baking dish that we have lined with parchment paper. So let's go do that. And here we have our baking dish that is lined with parchment paper. We're gonna put our brownie batter right into the center and then spread it out nice and evenly throughout our baking dish. You could try to form it out with your spoon. However, I find that wetting your fingertips and then spreading it out with your hands works the best. It's the easiest and the fastest approach, but you do you. And voila, we have our brownie layer ready to go. Now, you don't have to be as painstaking as I was shaping it out with a butter knife. Not necessary. I have a thumbnail to take. You likely don't. You just want to enjoy the anabolic deliciousness. So form it out as best you can. As long as you're gonna meal prep it, have them all in the same week. It's not gonna matter if some are a little bit bigger, some are a little more rounded off than others. Doesn't matter here. I squared mine off, but I digress. We are ready to start baking, which we're going to do in our preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for 20 to 25 minutes. And while we're waiting for our brownies to finish baking up, we might as well get started on our frosting. We're gonna breeze through the ingredients here, starting with 32 grams of our chocolate-based casein protein powder, 10 grams cocoa powder, 15 grams Swerve confectioners. Give those a quick mix. Then 100 grams of our unsweetened almond milk. And a few drops of our vanilla extract. Mix again. And what you should be left with is this thick frosting type consistency here. We are finished now making our frosting. We just need to wait for those brownies to finish baking up. We'll add on our frosting, we'll add on our candy chips, and then you know where we're going next. And after exactly 20 minutes, I've taken the brownie layer out of the oven, and oh my goodness, it smells so delicious in my kitchen. Let's have you take a look at the finished product, at least the oven part of the finished product right now, shall we? And there it is, our finished product, slightly inflated as all of our anabolic recipes will be when coming right out of the oven. We are going to let this cool and completely set for 10 minutes. We're gonna add on our frosting, our candy chip topping, and then we're over to the taste test table. And we're back at the taste test table yet again to try another original recipe. High protein, cosmic brownies. What else needs to be said? Let's get things kicked off here by giving you a close-up look at what these gorgeous things look like. Here you can see we had our candy chips on top, our brownie and frosting layer right there. Oh my goodness, it's like we just took it out of the Cosmic Brownie packaging. ready to eat, except this one is way, way better for you. Loaded with protein, loaded with flavor. I can't wait to taste it. Doubling down on the protein content with our protein frosting, with our protein brownie, adding flavor with the candy chips. Unbelievable. It all comes together for one of the most delicious copycat recipes you'll ever try. And conveniently, it's in my Craving Crusher cookbook now. If you already have purchased it, you know that this recipe was sent out in an update, because all recipes get sent out as an update for free after you make the purchase. If you're looking to get the cookbook, it is available in the first link in the description box down below. Go check it out. More delicious recipes just like this one, ready to go in your pocket. You won't be disappointed. But with no further ado, let's dive into our taste test here. I'm going to grab the one on the right. And I'm not kidding when I say this is as authentic of a Cosmic Brownie you will ever see. It looks like a Cosmic Brownie. It tastes like a Cosmic Brownie. The answer to that is yes. But with no further ado, first bite, best bite. Every time with this one, you can't convince me otherwise. Here we go. What happens when you take the world's most delicious protein brownie and you make it into a cosmic version? You get this masterpiece of a recipe. The best part about these is that they're meal prep for the entire week. You could easily take 2 of these, replace your protein bar, replace any snack that you're having during the week with these. You're not going to be disappointed. They keep really well in an airtight container in the refrigerator. I would say these age like a fine wine even. They taste even better on day 2, day 3, day 4. A little work at the start of the week, and you're having some anabolic deliciousness every single day. I'll flash up the macros here so you can see exactly what's in these. As you can see, lower calories, high protein, an ideal snack. If you compare these to regular Cosmic Brownies, there is a stark difference in macros, as you can see here. Amazing. You gotta try these. If you do, I wanna hear how they turned out for you, so come back to the comment section, let me know. I am genuinely curious. What are your thoughts? Let's talk brownies in the comment section, shall we? And I'm always curious who makes it to this point in the video, so if you have watched this long, let's have a secret word, shall we? Let's just put the word space into the comment section. Nothing else, just the word space. We'll see how many can get in there. We'll see how many people are confused. It'll be a lot of fun for the rest of us. But it's getting to be about that time. I gotta get up out of here and finish this brownie and probably one more. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.